Hello everyone and welcome back to another Mara stock chart planning update video. Everything in this video is just my own opinion. It is not financial advice and I am not telling anyone or recommending anyone to buy, sell, or hold any assets during this video. Again, it's just my own opinion and my general view on the assets that we're going to be covering today during this video. So, ever since I updated the price structure for Mara, it has been a bit more simple in price. It's been a lot more easier to look at, and it's holding up a bit uh, better as well. So I'm going to go over the bigger picture real quick before we jump into the smaller picture, and as well as how the smaller picture correlates to Bitcoin and how Bitcoin influences Mara and what my view on that is going forward throughout the rest of this year and a partial next year as well. So, ever since late 2022, we have completed the crypto or the Bitcoin bull cycle, or we completed the bear cycle, I should say. And then since the bear cycle, we've started seeing prices appreciate since then. So I like to structure my trades in 5 wave move structures. It just helps me better um, look at buy and sell areas, as well as it kind of gives me more confidence on the current wave, if it's going to be overshooting, if we can expect a more extreme side of the price trend, or if we want to be more conservative with that estimate. But we have a first, second, third wave, and then a fourth wave move and a fifth wave. The fourth wave, we don't really have a solid, concrete, evidence that it's in just yet. And I'm going to get into that in a moment and how we can be more confident on what that looks like. Also, to remove some confusion, this line right here, upwards and downward, and where this you know I am not I never structure, or I never give any of my own estimates with time frames. I never say that, for example, even though you see the third wave, it's kind of topping out somewhere um, early October. It does not mean I'm expecting it to top out early October. I just have this right here where it's at, just because I don't want to overextend this chart and you know space it out a whole lot. So I do not estimate any prices in time. I only do price levels, how high I'm expecting it to go and how low I'm expecting it to go. When it comes to how long it's going to take for it to play out, it does not matter. I'm just focused on the structures. So again, there is no time frame when this is going to happen. It's just the price structure that tells me when it's starting to fade out, and once when I'm looking to start shaving some positions or add to my positions. So I just want to make that very clear. But if you're looking at the fourth wave structure down here, the fourth wave bottom is potentially in, and what I mean by that is if you look at it, let's make things a little bit more clear. If I can open up the charts a little bit more, there you go. But in order for me to confirm when a bearish wave structure is looking to complete, it's as simple as understanding potentially how low the price can go. We did have this support area down here that we've had for quite some time now, and it broke into it and then quickly started recovering above it. We're trading above it, but that does not mean that we have completed this support area, that we're never going to go back to it. The only time I will confirm that a bearish wave has completed, or that we bottomed out, for example, bottoming out right here, is 3 levels of confirmation. So every time we have a stretch downward like this on a bearish trend, I draw out retracement levels. I like to use a 0.618 0.5 and 0.35. It's just personal preference. And within this area, this is the first level of bullish structure confirmation out of the three. So if we see prices bottom out, if they come down, ideally hit our support area, which it did hit our support area, and then we start moving higher. If prices get rejected by the 0.35 or not even reach the 0.35 or even briefly break above it but fall back down all within the same day, then that is not first level confirmation because the price can continue to fall down, indicating that there's still a lot of sell pressure on the stock, and then it will start pushing us down, and we can potentially retest the support area or even make a new like one more low potentially, right? But what the first level confirmation looks like is where we actually break into the green area right here, and then hold it. If we can hold the green area for a daily candle close, that will be first level confirmation. Second, or we want to see a whole daily candle close within it. So if we, for example, if next trading week Monday we see a candle shoot up in here potentially, right? Just an example. We see a candle shoot up in here and it closes. That is not a whole candle closing the daily. I want to see a daily candle open in this area and close within the area as well. That would be my first level confirmation. Second level confirmation is where we see a sustained hold above the green area. So above this area here, we see a sustained break above this. That's second level confirmation. I'm looking to, in a little bit more context, first level confirmation. So every support area is where I like to begin to accumulate shares. And then the first level bullish structure is where I slowly shave off any short-term trades that I have on it to lock in some profits in case we do get rejected. But I still have some open positions in case we do get second level confirmation, which is a sustained break above it. If we get a sustained break above, then that's when I plan to add a little bit more to my I meant to delete this. I don't want that there. Okay. So second level confirmation is when I like to add more. Third level confirmation is when we finally break the previous like a stronger swing high. So like we have a swing high right here, and we have this swing right here. This is the primary swing high because this is where we could potentially see either a liquidity or a search of liquidity or a break of structure. So what I mean by that is that a third level confirmation is when we break the primary swing price, and then we try to look to see if the price is showing any kind of weakness, which could potentially be a search of liquidity, where if we break above the previous swing highly, or we break above the primary swing, there's a high chance that it could just be closing out some positions where it's creating liquidity in the market. So then we can see the price quickly shoot back down in the reversed area. But if we do break that swing high and we see prices still show strength and still show good momentum where we don't see volume changing, and we don't see the RSI topping out too much, we don't see volume changing dramatically, which indicates that it's just going to be a break of structure, and instead what we can potentially see is prices, for example, we break above this swing high, it ends up being a break of structure instead of a search of liquidity, and then we finally break into our resistance area, which will then cause more selling that can bring us back down, which then once we see prices come back down, and we have this resistance which could begin acting as a support, that's when we'll see prices, or ideally we want to see prices use that as a support and then break up higher, and doing a one more high into our resistance area, where we can start looking to just close out all of our long positions, short term long positions, and then from there we can start looking for a potential fourth wave corrective move on the overall fifth wave move up, which uh, for me ideally it's my Mara crypto market top estimate, and that's somewhere between 45 and $60. Um, hopefully this makes sense. Hopefully, you guys are following along. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go over everything one more time, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of a Bitcoin comparison and how that can influence this stock. But yeah, currently I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to I'm very light in Mara. I'm not heavy because we do not have um, not even a first level confirmation, right? So potentially the price can still fall down and even create a one more low scenario. The price can easily fall from here. It's going to depend on Bitcoin, most likely. We had a lot of mix of interest rate and like recession news and all this and that. So we do have a potential rate cut coming in next month, which like mid next month, mid September, which could you know be very bullish as we approach that date. We can even approach that rate cut date. We see prices go up on a lot of different assets and indexes, and then the news comes. Oh, we have a interest 0.25 or zero point 0.5 rate cut, and then we see prices dip right after that, even if it occurs, just as anticipation towards good news. And then you know there's a lot of selling on good news because the price already anticipated it, and then we can start picking up that correction after the positive news if that comes out. So hopefully that makes sense. It's the same thing as like when Bitcoin got its ETF approval. It's the same thing as like when Ethereum got its ETF approval. It was good news, and then it just dropped right afterwards because it was already kind of priced in. And then people that started buying the dip is that's when the aftermath of the good news comes up. But yeah, we can short term we can easily see the price fall down lower. But first level confirmation will be a entire daily candle close in this green area right here. Second level is we start breaking above it and we show sustained hold above this area. Third level confirmation is finally breaking over the swing high right here, which can bring us towards the some short-term resistance areas we have right here for our smaller third wave structure. And then again, we would like to see a test of this and a quick drop, retesting support on the swing high, and then a one more high scenario on the third wave. This will allow us to have a extended or a more extreme sided third wave structure in front of us, because third wave moves tend to be overextending, if that makes sense. So third wave moves tend to be overextended. I'm expecting the fourth wave to take quite some time as well, and to be overextended and to more the extreme side, where we see an overshooting like B wave corrective move within the fourth wave, and it's just not going to be a quick, short-lived correction, potentially, in my opinion. And then a fifth wave, we'll start looking at that once we get into that fourth wave. But we're still trying to figure out what the third wave is going to look like, so we don't really want to get ahead of ourselves too much. But yeah, so within first wave, second wave, or within the first level confirmation, second and third level confirmations that I'm looking to slowly add, slowly shave off, and then finally add some more once I have final confirmation that we are going to be looking at higher prices. so then I can try to participate in that final stretch of the third wave before it starts to top out. So yeah, we can still. So again, guys, just be super patient. Like um we have a trading week coming up, and just because it's a trading week, just because the markets are going to be opening and closing, does not mean that this stock needs to do anything. We can very much likely see the price kind of stay flat throughout this week. It's extremely possible, but we can see the prices fall from here. There's no reason to get ahead of ourselves, no reason to take any hyped up, hopeful trades. Anything can happen short term, and I already told you guys what my levels of confirmation are for this price structure. And the main purpose of having so many levels of confirmation is that it lets you structure or manage your trades um, in a more safe way, right? So it kind of like lets you begin accumulating, like in a support slowly accumulate. So in case the prices do go higher, you can start managing that trade. But also if things kind of goes downward quickly, um, you're not going to be losing much. So it's very important to have levels and confirmation levels where you can manage your trade and be more, you know, mindful of the risk involved in such a highly volatile stock. So that's just how I'm looking at this trade on this stock specifically and how I plan to manage it. And then of course it all is going to depend on Bitcoin because Bitcoin is um, very like it highly influences Mara. Not 100%. Mara doesn't completely show Bitcoin, of course, but it is highly influenced by Bitcoin, right? So Mara is highly influenced by Bitcoin. So you know we're on the premium. We're consolidating in this green area, which is acting just like the Mara green area. But we're consolidating in the premium half, which means we can easily see a quick retest of the discounted half before we start moving higher. Anything is possible, especially over a weekend. Lately, weekends have been quite quiet for Bitcoin. We can just see straight up consolidation in this area, just stay flat, or we can see a retest of the discounted area. But we'll see what Bitcoin does, right? We will see what Bitcoin does, and when that does, we can expect Mara to be highly influenced as well. But just remember, there's still some recession fears, and there's still interest rate cuts that are pending. Um, there's a lot of things going on, so Mara has more things to worry about than just the price of Bitcoin. So hopefully this video made sense. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope to catch you guys on the next video. I have a free Discord link down below in my website. It's free for everyone. It's just a crypto-focused Discord group and some social medias as well. I really appreciate a like and subscribe, and I hope everyone has a great day. Again, I'll see you guys on the next video.